Hi, my name is April and welcome to Sacred Sex Hair Saturday, where you too can explore the realms of sacred sex and sacred collection of bringing heaven on earth, because that's what we're doing right now. We're collectively shifting consciousness into a new age. Look it up. It's a new world. It's not about those single people fighting for the last little bit of morsels of zeros in their bank account. It's actually about those who are looking to grow and expand their broken hearts Kitsuki style with gold. The gold that is each other, the gold that is valuing love and union and sacredness of each other's temples. This earth, our holiest of shrines, is here giving us all of these beautiful gifts of life. And we get to enjoy them. We all get to enjoy them indiscriminately. I'm so stoked about being a human right now because so many cool things are actually happening for us. We're evolving. Like, yeah, there's some like shit show stuff out there right now, but it's clearing out because all of us see it and it's like, that's a shit show, that's not cool. That's totally messed up. What about women's rights? Like, what about babies' rights? What about people's rights to just live in peace? Why do we even have oppression anyway, right? It's because we've been treating things unsacredly. We haven't been valuing ourselves. And we've been giving our power away to others, and we haven't been letting others have their power and autonomy. And that's the trick with this new generation. They all get it, but we're slipping on sliding, right? Because the old generation was beat them down, like, shh, they get lickings. Well, we don't do that anymore because I respect you too much to put my hands on you unless it's in a sacred way or stopping you from injuring yourself. So I'm going to respect that it's time for you to have your full inner union. It's time for you to see yourself sacredly. Check out the last episode on inner union because this one is about outer union. Now, outer union can seem complex or simple based on your trauma response, having survived 2023 and early 2024 when this video was made and created and cataloged for you for outer divinity. Okay, inner divinity talks about the cosmos, the cosmos within, the possibility, the realm of the infinite, and the popping in and out of electrons in any given moment. They're in a probability of space, also the space between atoms, and the molecules within atom, or not molecules, but the single items within atoms. There's still even more space. So space is mostly everything. So think about it as you look in your union, your outer union. Are you actually enjoying your space? Are you enjoying and keeping things sacred around you? Is it a sacred hot mess? Like some of these hot spots in the world that are still clearing out ancestral trauma, but they're not looking at it yet. So what is the outer world saying? Is the outer world saying we have old beefs that are clearly spiritual and blinded by propaganda that we fed ourselves via mental toxicity? Are we told that we're stuck in this loop, in this place, that we can only do these specific things? What is our outer reflecting to us? And do we have union with it? Are we shifting every day, growing towards our highest self and being to create a beautiful heaven on earth experience for ourselves? Are we in relationships with people we trust and we feel like we can connect with? Have we isolated in order to heal so we can have better discernment? Because complex PTSD has us on one. I joke, but I'm serious. Like, outer union is accepting that you're grateful for it all. For without it, there would be nothing. And you're grateful for your ability to shift it, to change it at any moment. With just one breath. relaxing into and surrendering that there's certain things you cannot change, but there are definitely things you can. Growing. Are you toxic? Do you need to cleanse? Most of us do, bombarded by heavy metals and pesticides and all these wonderful things that have been integrated into our living because we are self-destructive. But we don't have to be self-destructive. We can take control of ourselves, our mind, our actions, trusting our intuitions, trusting in others. Do we trust others' competencies, or do we judge and hold them separate from ourselves? Are we afraid that we could do a better job than them and they're going to mess up everything? If you have ever experienced a child or a puppy or a kitten or a younger animal of any species, you don't say to a baby, I don't let you walk because I'm afraid you're going to do it wrong. No, I let you burble and spit and crawl and become who you're going to become. You're going to see who you are and your worthiness one day. And I'm going to help guide you to see that. I'm going to help guide you to see that you need you to be all right, so that when you connect with another being, you can help guide them to themselves or interact with them entirely of your own space and healing and growth. How are you going to relate to material? You're going to use discernment when you read. How are you going to relate to spiritual, to God, and find that divinity within yourself? You're going to use your discernment and your experience. You, so that them. And so when someone comes to you and they want to integrate with you and they want to create space with you, pending you fully accept yourself and knowing your boundaries and limitations and growth experience, you're going to then connect with that person and they in that space. And you can see who's for you and not. You can't just take everything. Not everything is going to match your vibration and the speed of it and your connection with them. Not everything is going to match you. But there are things that will. And when you see them, you can either allow them to unfold. You can try to force it to unfold. That never works. You can attract it with your energy and your resonance and your radiance and your magnetism. Because your energy and the spaces moving around you allows you to create and space and unify. And that starts with the gravity of gratitude. The gravity of becoming one. Because at some point, in body or out of body, this body becomes one with this planet. This body becomes one with the nature of space and the universe. So step into it consciously. Know you're going towards your goals and your dreams with the sense of gratitude and fulfillment and being satiated, however you say it. I do so love sacred hair. I do so love sacred sex. And the act of union with the other is the greatest testament to my and your healing and growth. So I welcome you to the other side. You're already in union. I bet you didn't even know it. I bet you didn't even know it. Oh, caveat. If you're a healer and like empath and like light worker and like does all these things, aka you've been through enough trauma that you're sensitive to the elements. And most of us are, because generationally trauma has been passed down. Trauma responses have been passed down. Nervous system deregulation has been passed down as a normality or a homeostasis, if you will. So, because of that, we're all more sensitive and keen to each other and to understand each other. So now's the time to know that when you have that lens, sometimes you attract either the refillment of that lens, sometimes you attract the parts of people that need the parts of you that you've healed, and they will scratch and claw at you and not understand their own. So remember that through your self-reflection, you have the ability to see if others have reflected and grown. You have maybe people are jealous of you. Maybe they're insecure because you have a sense of security they don't have and they want to knock you down. Maybe they've been in an abusive situation and they want to gain power, so they manipulate. You have to understand where your weaknesses are. Maybe your parent or someone around you showed you that being manipulated is how you get to stay in this loving connection. So it's time for you to wake up, darling, because outer union is inner union. And it looks like things around me are really out of place sometimes. So I go within and work on me. When things seem really, really off, start reframing and reconnecting to yourself. If there are parts of you that you've neglected or not acknowledged or aren't appreciating, because you are the most important part of all of this. We need you to step into inner union so that outer union can exist. And when there's suppression and where there's imbalance anywhere, the whole system is off. So step into union, acknowledge the pain and suffering of others, and have compassion for yourself and others as we go through this together. Enjoy the beauty that is this world, the nature, the life, the harmony, the synchronicity of all the planets. The synchronicity of all the planets. And shift. Knowing that sometimes you have to repeat things a few times to get it. You didn't learn how to tie your shoe right away. You didn't learn how to read right away. You built it up. You practiced over and over again, and now you can do it in your sleep. You learned how to breathe on your own and walk on your own in the womb space of the universe, and the womb space of the mothership that is the universe that is you. Remember your sacredness. Anyway, ciao for now. I'll see you later for Sacred Sex Hair Saturday.